So we've got to discuss the sports that we saw this weekend. We'll start with Joey Chestnut sucking down 70 and a half glizzies over the weekend.
You don't have to
Uh,
call them glizzies. That
on
wasn't necessary.
Independence Day this year. He retains the title. I believe he is now a 16-time world champion hot dog eater. Um,
Is anybody else even close to beating him?
no, no, not anymore. There was this guy back in the day, Kobayashi. He was really good. He had like a 2-year, 3-year stretch where he was like up there, and then Joey Chestnut proceeded to set himself apart from everyone else. So
Yeah.
Kobayashi
Well,
also now retired from competitive eating, I believe. So it's just Chestnut. I think he won, like, I think the closest to him was at like in the 40s for hot dogs eaten.
oh my
So he won
gosh.
by over 20 dogs. Like, dogs and buns, you have to eat both for it to count. So if you eat 70 hot dogs, but only 68 hot dog buns, you only get credited for 68. So it's hot dog and bun.
I just like I don't know how they do it.
Uh,
That's a lot. But good good for him.
Gotta love it. Got it. It's a
Good for
tradition
him.
every 4th of July.
Yep.
So, yep, we witnessed that. I think also something to add to our hot take that we'll get to later on is who is the greatest of all time of the greatest of all times, you know? So, I don't know. I think you got to put Chestnut in that conversation now. Other sports that we witnessed this weekend before we get to the biggest sports. We watched Omega Ball yesterday to start the day. That is a 1v1v1 soccer game. So instead of the field being a rectangle, it's a circle, and any of the other two teams can score on the other team, and everybody, it's just a three-way battle the whole time. It was interesting. It kind of felt like there was a yellow team, really felt like they were singling out the yellow team. I saw like 12 shots on goal in a row at the same goal from both of the other teams just going at them.
Well, if they're the worst team and you can get points by scoring on either team, then yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to go for the worst team.
Yeah, it just there's a red, blue, and yellow, I believe, and yellow is just getting dominated. I will say though, the goalie had some pretty sweet saves, but I feel like you can only do that so many times before you start giving them up. So
Yeah. We also watched what was it was Quidditch.
it was
What was
Quidditch.
it? What was it called?
I don't remember what it was.
Quadball.
Quad ball.
Quadball.
That's it. Yep, quad
And
ball.
so they had, all the different ball types, and we were like, "Where's the snitch? Like, I wonder how they do the snitch." The snitch was a person. He was wearing yellow, and he had like a ball tied to his like it was like a tail, like kind of like flag football, how it like flops off. That was the snitch.
That's wild.
How do you get that job? I That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I what
So
was the craziest thing to me there was that was our national team versus the development team. So we have enough people to make up a whole developmental
oh,
program
sure.
in quad ball or
Here's the
air
thing.
Quidditch.
I knew that like because like UT we had I remember there being like a Quidditch club. So like people are interested in this. I just
Were,
didn't think that it
were you
had
on it?
huh?
Were you on it? There's a
No.
follow-up question here.
No, I wasn't.
Did
I
you
probably
try?
should have.
Did you try out
Um
and just couldn't make the team, or
no. I don't know. I knew that like it was a thing like on college campuses at least. I didn't think that it was, being televised.
yeah?
So,
Honestly, um, great movie with Vince Vaughn. It's called The Internship. It has Owen Wilson in it as well. Um, they play it when they're doing their internship at Google, and I thought that was a joke. I didn't know that it was an actual sport that people play, but it
my
is.
gosh.
It is a real sport that people play. So the more you know there,
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
Anyway, it's been almost 20 minutes of us just talking about random things, so maybe
That's
we
true.
should. Is there
Quick,
anything
quick,
else?
yes, quick wrap up. Last
Yeah.
crazy sport that we watched was we did watch a little bit of Pillow Fighting Championship last night. before bed. That was after we watched the Fever just heartbreaking loss at the end of the
Anyway,
game.
we'll get to that. We'll
We'll
get to
get to
that.
that. But yeah, so after that went off, we were trying to find something. Savannah Bananas was on, tried to turn that on, but that had finished right before we got over to it, which looked like what they did was pretty sweet last night from what I was seeing other people post. But we decided basketball's over. Uh, can't watch the Savannah Bananas. We could watch the MLB, or we can watch the Pillow Fighting Championship here. So we turned that on for a minute. They get after it. I mean, I was watching like spinning backhands with the pillow. Like it is, they like throw one arm up to block and then come over top with the pillow on the other hand. Like it was, they're getting after it in there.
It's a wild time.
It is
Wild time.
some cool sports out there. Just got to open your mind here.